Let's go. Prosím, nevypínej se. Pustil jsem to jako správce, tak uvidíme. Foresteři jsou věrnými vazaly rodu Starku. 1000 let. Osud rodu Foresterů je nejistý. Na ta čeština, nebo jak máš NVIDIA, tak zkus optimalizovat. Oh yeah.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Pohoda lidi, pohoda. Eat.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Asi nemá cenu tu hru hrát, když jsem... Právě, že má cenu.
I had a hand in it, you know. A hand in what?
Myslím, že ta hra začíná tam, kde je...
Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
Shh. Let him finish.
Oh, he'll talk all night if
Třetí sezóna Hry o trůny normálně jako seriálu.
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it. Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
And not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on.
Tady funguje taky pauza, paráda.
It's your job.
I don't take orders from you.
No, but you take orders from him. You idiot, you're his squire. Now fetch him some wine.
Aha, takže jsem jeho panošem. Dobré. Čau Moni, vítej na streamu.
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. You've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the king in the north.
Ahoj, Bume.
The king in the north. Tomorrow we march on Casterly.
Pohoda. Dostal jsem byl se psem na oběd, tak jsme si dali párek v rohlíku. Dneska dáme ranka, určitě, Moni.
The North remembers!
Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever.
To je pravda, to je pravda.
How can I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by
Nazdar, Fabi.
Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
OK, najít Rodrika.
Bloody hell. Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Can I get up to you?
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
Jsem řekl, že ti pomůžu. Už tak po mně jede.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's why you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate,
Lidi, dneska jsem sežral celou pizzu sám úplně, heč.
The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. Pulling wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
Or easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
Well, it's right over there. Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. It's not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Fuck.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
Then take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Se něco děje.
We have to warn the others.
Good luck.
Už? Ty vole. Zase je.
A gift from the king!
A to je zase něco jiné ovládání.
Ready, boys!
Shoot that one! What?
Ty vole, jsem to tam nestihl. To je těžší. To je dost těžší. Sakra. Jo, prd. Tak znova. Dáme jak nic.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
Oralí, teď to dáme.
What?
To bylo tak, bože.
Look out!
Past. Ty vole. No tak. Já tu klávesnici asi rozmátím s takovou.
Good fucking riddance!
A fuj. Tak Rodrika jsme nezachránili.
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Praxe z The Walking Dead, ale tady to...
What happened to him?
Tady je to trošku jiné, upravené a musíš hodně rychle reagovat.
Save him.
Find a weapon, quickly!
A je to podobné, jako ne, že ne.
You fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Nazdar, Miči. Víte na streamu, brach.
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walder Frey says time's over.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste. I'll be damned
Okay.
if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Walder Frey says
You have to go.
You're welcome to the fucking torch.
I won't leave you, my
You
lord.
can, and you will.
My lord,
By the gods, you will obey me.
No, snažil
Tell
jsem
your
se.
uncle. Tell him the North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear.
Severní
Tell only
háj.
your uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
The North Grove, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
Go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters. With love from Walder Frey.
No do prdele. Jako husté, ne, že ne? Jako to intro hodně povedené. Hodně. Půda forestrů. Čau, Kali. Nepřišel. Skoro nic prakticky. Okay. Tady sprint tady nějaký je, malej.
Blood.
To je krev toho prasete, ne?
Fresh.
Já jsem to říkal. Nestreamoval jsem nakonec od 3. Od 5. Že jsem to musel napsat na Facebook.
That's Father's car.
Okay.
Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Další slanina.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
I'm going to kill you.
Vy ten meč ani neunese.
You can try if you like.
A dáme jim to sežrat.
Feed you to the pigs.
Get
Dívejte na ten MLG Pro.
my land.
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new
Pohodě,
lord of the
Tebzíku,
north.
pohodě.
I reckon he like a proper lordly sword like that.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Tak to bych neřekl, kámo. To bych neřekl.
You'll have it.
Řve jak já na záchodě.
Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic. You really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
Má další dosah. Oh yeah. Tak to bylo easy. to je hovado.
Mercy! Please! I beg of you! I have a family! They'll never survive without me! I have no quarrel with you!
Ale je to hra o trůny. Máš smůlu.
No, please!
Tady se vraždí.
Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this! That much I promise.
Vídle má do krčku, no tak je to by dobré, že jo.
Father?
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
No zatím jsem se tady nahrál víc jak za poslední sezonu The Walking Dead, jakože.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Čau, Ferry.
Garrett!
Uvidíme, no, jestli potáháš CS dneska, kámo.
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton.
Boltní vždycky byli
They
kokoti.
killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Škoda, že tam nejsou Starkové, no, to je fakt. Oni vlastně myslím, že v první sezóně pomřeli, no. Aspoň větší část.
Blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Ten hlavní od nich.
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots...
Jestli bude volno, tak můžeš slázat.
Hold the wound open for me, would you?
No fuj, ty... Oh.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Roderick and Lord Forrester. We can avenge them.
And attack House Frey.
Čau,
Now
Káťo.
is the time to find allies, not enemies. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son, Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen.
Ale ve středověku to stejně muselo být drsné. Neže ne, ty. Ta doba.
Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me.
Žádná elektronika, tak.
Put any weight on that leg.
A co si, Ferry, že si rank upnul, co si?
Go on. Don't stop now.
Silver
It's better
2?
to let the blood circulate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, zlato. Díky moc. Wow. Židličky se blíží, no. Děkuju moc, zlato. To vážím. Si nemusela. To člověk musel být streamy pěkně zalagované. Vázo, neboj, 6. vyhraješ, mně se to taky stalo. 6. vyhraješ a rank upneš.
This might help.
Být top. OK. Můžu ukázat ten meč, že?
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now.
Jinak lidi dneska, tak jako včera, 25 lidí a uděláme giveaway. Takže to vyhypujte a dáme zase giveaway. Nějakou malou. Koupil jsem si na dnešek frisko, takže se brutálně ožerem. Rodri. To je ten dřevorubec. Asher. To byl nějaký rapper, ne? Nic, beru sluchátka, jdu si zacvičit. Že budu aktivní jen na lol. Dobré, takže Ferry je vyřazen z giveaway.
The Ironwood Grove. An ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world. The Foresters owe their lives to this wood, and the weapons that come from it. I'll admit, you do seem better than was to be expected. I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Oh.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
To je pasivní, Ferry. To je pasivní.
Off to bed now.
Když komunikovat.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember.
Nevím, Slázo,
if I
nevím.
may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
Ramsay je pěkný parchant.
Should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Mimochodem, ten Eddard Stark skončil s hlavou na špálku pěkně.
It will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
V přístavním městě.
Just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing.
To byl král severu, myslím.
And he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Budeme razit
I'll do
lidi.
what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Rohoška.
That settles it then.
Že máš za psa hardcore, nějakou štětku malou?
And I'll see you have plenty of food, but we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Plebe, ty jsi tomu dal, kámo.
Word up to me. I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
I know.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
Chce říct.
What is it?
Lord Forrester's last words were, "The North Grove can never be lost."
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
OK, budeme rangerem.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you're...
Slyšeli jste to? I am from ice. Oni tam napsali železo z ledu.
Represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
Garrett, wait!
Moje kočka. Ah.
Be safe.
Právě jsem asi přišel paňství kvůli tomu čertovi malému.
Ethan? Ethan!
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are.
Má mě ráda.
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
Easy.
Since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many
Ciao,
as
Pedro.
you like, yes.
Nazdar, kámo.
Of course. Why not?
Budeme k němu hodní. Asi dlouho nepřežije, podle mě. Když si přijede ten kretén, tak to tam všechno vyvraždí, podle mě.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us.
Až dohrajeme ten díl, nevím kolik, kámo.
He's demanding
Ale asi
an
za chvíli.
audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Je. Jenom ta hudba naznačuje něco špatného.
Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash.
Ale jestli ti dělali špatně ty vidle, kámo, tak se na seriál ani náhodou nedívej, protože tam jsou takové nechutnosti, při kterých prostě zavíráš oči. Jako vážně. Docela 5 dní, asi fan člověk, určitě pokračuj v tom, co děláš. Pedro, kámo, díky moc. Díky moc za to, co jsi napsal, moc si toho vážím. Možná nás budeš sledovat pravidelně.
Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Takže on spolupracuje s Boltony, jo, ten šašek. Tlustoprt. Dobrá, není to šašek, je to
Lord
tlustoprt.
Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me.
Oh,
My house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Aye! And look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Oh shit.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded bull.
Já nevím, tyjo, do 3, do 4, do 5. Nazdar, punchmene, vítej kámo.
I mean no disrespect.
Vítej na streamu, připomínám 25 lidí, až se tady objeví, tak mi to řekněte a dáme giveaway.
This is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Děkujeme za návštěvu.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
We're in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
To si, ale koko.
Your son did well, my lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper. A lesser man would have been rattled, but Ethan here held his ground.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Bude v prdeli, až dorazí ten ocas. Bude totálně v prdeli.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Čau Kubíčku. Kdy? No za chvíli, až dohrajeme tento díl.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider.
A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Pedro, uvidíme, jestli budeme mít volno, tak budeš moct. Ale co si za rank, prosím tě, kam?
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Ethan made this for me.
Tak to ovládání někdy stojí za starou bačkoru.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances.
OK, Pedro, to by šlo, to by šlo.
I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Si nainstaluj cheaty, ať nás můžeš potáhat. Co teď? OK, takže tady nic.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must.
Na pořádného kebaba prý, ty kokote.
She is our best hope and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family.
Seriál jsem viděl, no, všechny díly. Kom čekám na novou sezonu. A knihy jsem bohužel nečetl. A co bude giveaway? O to, co byl včera. Torchlight 2.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back.
Máš hlas jak 50letý děda. Je ti tak 10.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Tím, že ten kebab by vyskočil a sežral tě.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
It's private. I'd rather not say.
Of course, milady. I didn't mean to pry.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Perhaps you should come back later.
Of course, milady.
Ne, ale myslím, že packy bych ti dal asi až na ramena, Michael. O Torchlight. Punchmane, Torchlight 2. Ale musí se na 25 lidí kam. Což nevím, jestli se ti povede. Dneska budou streamovat ti největší frajeři.
Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to
Ty vole, ty baby, jaké jsou pěkné, ne?
I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north.
Jo, díval jsem se, že destreamuje Firewatch, no. A mě Firewatch nebaví vůbec.
Questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside.
Firewatche se u mě nedočkáte lidi, to nechci streamovat.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service and she painted you a traitor.
Mezi ně patříš?
She
Nepatřím.
was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort.
Já a
for
mojich
what I don't
10
know,
diváků.
but she's waiting for us now and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready.
Ona mi strašně připomíná Quiet, nevím proč. Už na ty cecky, že jo?
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Radši 10 normálních jako 500 kokotů, no tak měli jsme tam jednoho, že jo. Měli jsme tady jednoho psychopata takového. OK. Tam jsou jedny z hlavních postav celého seriálu. Ten skřítek. Ta královna.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me
Jo, Pedro,
to
četl jsem
introduce
to.
Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon.
Zabijste mi... Počkej, Forrest. Já jsem myslel, že hrajeme za tu Starkovou dceru. Ona je z Forrestru. Protože tam vlastně ti starci, že jo, byli v tom přístavišti a ne Forestři.
Hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Guvernéra? Ne. Guvernér se napravil. Omlouval se tady celý týden. Že už to neudělá, takže... Vyslyšeli jsme ho.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say the loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Oh.
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told. It would be a shame to see.
Je dlouhá, že jo, je dlouhá.
I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Nemám tu čupku rád, blonďátou
You're a girl
hnusnou.
from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie.
Si beru osobně.
Assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Fuck off!
The king, of course.
Yep.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is.
Za to, že jsi tady, Pedro, za to, že nás sleduješ a když jsi aktivní v chatu, když se bavíš, tak dostáváš více houbiček než normální špehové.
But not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated.
Pedro.
Seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I don't particularly like her.
Yet you did your best to please. You'll do well here in King's Landing. My sister.
Co kecaš? Vždyť jsem měl úplně uprdele. Vůbec jsem se nesnažil jí nějak ohromit. Říkal pravdu. A ty naskriptované hry.
She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Haha. Ježíš, zase? My god, já si chci zakouřit. Víš, jaký rekt bych dostával za to, jak tady ječím věčně u streamu? Kdybych bydlel s rodičema? Ty vole, to by bylo.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloud.
Já cigarety nekouřím, jenom dýmku.
It's true.
Jenom dýmku, kámo. Cigarety mi strašně smrdí. Ty se znáš s Detainem?
I'm told he has a paramour.
Jo, já jsem jeho taťka.
Which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you become queen?
Ne, dělám si srandu samozřejmě. I ten je fajn člověk. Ale neznám se s ním osobně. Neznám se s ním osobně, bohužel. Určitě bude v klidu.
He's treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would.
Jakou příchuť? Dneska máme skaderské jabko, kámo.
I might even allow you
A
to be my
chutná.
handmaiden.
Delicious.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move.
Eskaderské jabko. Ne deskaderské, ale eskaderské.
The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
A nutelovou dýmku, no, leda, že bych si ji pomazal nutelou, ale jinak ne. Jinak ne. Guvernére, kámo, cože nepíšeš, jak se máš vůbec, kámo? Do té doby, co jsme tě odbanovali, radši držíš hubu. Víš něco, ne? Mám 3 příchutě dneska doma.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you, for my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen.
Jo, do 18 vodní dýmka, samozřejmě, že
Then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
My family is strong, my lady. Don't let it trouble you. I know they will find a way to prevail.
Křik v lesích, to můžou být jedině boltní, ne?
Let's play a little game, shall we?
To je ten ko...
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a droning cat.
Ramsey, no. Myslím, že je to Ramsey, aspoň tak teda vypadá.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. Two at most.
Lidi toho týpka budete nenávidět. To přísahám. Jestli je to takovej kreten jak v seriálu, tak budete toho parchanta nenávidět.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Tak to bylo o vlásek. Smraďoch, ne asi. Já toho typka nenávidím. Jo, ale oni Starkové ještě všichni nepomřeli, tak jak to, že tam zatím nejsou? Starkové ještě žijou. To je podle mě ten nejlepší rod. To jde vidět už odsud, stažená kůže. Ušil si kabátek, ne?
Bloody hell.
Tu grafiku máš na nejvyšší? Já myslím, že jo, kámo. Já myslím, že jo. Tady nejde moc co upravovat. Vysoké, nízké. Jo, na nejvyšší, no.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young.
A myslím, že potřeboval nový kabát.
There are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
A nebo nebyl ve sveku.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. that took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
No. Bude zajímavé.
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We
Oh my god, to je zbabělec.
It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true. Right.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to live. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Lítování ne, protože se nám snažil něco ukrást, to by byla hovadina, ostatní by to zkoušeli taky. Useknout 3 prsty, tak by asi těžko uživil rodinu. A poslat jej ke zdi je taky hovadina, protože je to zbabělec. Tak ho pošleme na to zeď.
Sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
No, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
Budu ti sekat prsty, kokot. Vince vyvoláme vždy nástup těch zmrdů.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course. It can weigh on any lord.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
thank you for your counsel, Maester.
Prstíček za maminku, tenhle za tatínka, ne asi.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Mi došlo pití, měli bychom tu epizodu rychle dohrát. Ten se mi nelíbí. Já budu volit toho chytřejšího. Na nějakého silného bojovníka. Ten, kdo mi přijde jako chytřejší člověk, tak ten vyhrál.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
I'm honored.
Yeah.
Ty vole, pozor na něho. Ten kluk je ostrej.
But not like that one.
Ten je ostrej.
Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies. Talia told me what it means.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad. Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
To je správnej klučina. Tak, koho tady máme na pokec? Sir Roland. Tak s ním pokecáme, no, uvidíme, co z toho bude.
Wrong! I didn't know dogs could hold swords. Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure.
Nevím, Kalindore, nevím.
And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent
Sir nebo Sir, lidi je to jedno, ne?
He undermined your authority and made you look weak to the White Hills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Your words are wise, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord.
I will consider them as I make my choice.
So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Ethan. Should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
Uncle, why are you packing? You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice, and I trust him. Aye, Sir Royland is the man you want.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Ty bláho, ale na Ramsayho budeme muset jít chytře, mám takový pocit. Protože on má daleko víc lidí.
You said you'd get angry sometimes. This would have been a good time to see it.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What?
No momentálně tu je textu jako prase.
Ethan, please. Tell me.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Duncan, lidi, co na to říkáte? Dáme tam Duncana? Já jsem pro toho Duncana, jakože.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Já jsem to nestihl.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Open world MMO. Ne asi.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed them?
The war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
No, there must be something else we can do.
Well, I hope we find it soon. We won't have much room to maneuver if we don't have the option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
On je chytrej.
Duncan, I've decided to name you as my sentinel. Congratulations.
Why, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Myslím, že se na to bude hodit.
But first, you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once. Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well.
Měl
I
dvou
will
ručku.
convene the small council at once.
To znamená, že by ho mohl sejmout Sheep. Tak. Tomu vojákovi se to líbit nebude, ale uděláme to tak, jak jsme říkali. Volím radši chytrost před sílou.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle? This is reckless. Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here. We've no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man.
Diplomaticky to s ním nepůjde.
Gentlemen, please.
Tím kokotem to diplomaticky nepůjde, lidi.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Ach jo. Tím se smlouvat nedá, jinak dostaneme dýku do zad.
I know I can still count on Sir Royland as Master at Arms. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan. Your ignorance will be the end of us.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. You're likely to get us all killed.
Get out.
You'll regret that, my lord.
No, bude to zajímavé. Já se totiž bojím, že kdyby on se dostal dovnitř, tak to tam všechno vyvraždí ten chuj. Ho ještě asi neznáte, ten, kdo nesledoval seriál. Ale myslím, že jestli tady budete i příště, tak ho poznáte velmi dobře. Jak se tu dá získat mod? Dalšího moda nepotřebujeme, Pedro. A až budeme potřebovat, až tady bude tak 50 lidí chodit, což bude asi za dlouho, tak budu vybírat podle toho, jak se vyjadřujete, jak často jste na streamu a tak. Takže podle toho budu vybírat.
Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Why would you bring him back after you exiled him?
He exiled himself. He has no desire to rule. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you
2 hodiny jsou normální.
How he tormented you?
U The Walking Dead jsme taky měli 2hodinové, že?
Father said Ethan must fight his own battles.
A myslím, že momentálně to trvá 1,5 hodiny tento díl.
He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
Asher is dangerous and unpredictable. His presence could help or hurt.
Having another sword at your side always helps, especially now.
To je pravda.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Milady.
Milady.
You?
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. Just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Viděli jste ty oči, kde se díval? Na zadek se díval té holce. Tak, kde jsme teď? Portování. Aha. Tak myslím, že ho stihnete ještě poznat. Ramseyho.
I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Bolton men approaching, my lord!
OK. Mám tu toho ruma ještě? Nemám. Do prdele. Hlavně ho nepouštějte dovnitř.
Something wrong with your gate? Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in.
Tak to bych neřekl, kámo.
This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
Why the hurry? Are you cold?
You know I am a bit. Fortunately, there's no shortage of wood to burn around here.
Teď to sledujte, ty konverzace se budou rozvíjet úplně... Proč to otevřel? Já jsem neřekl, ať otevřou bránu. Jsme v prdeli.
A token for the new warden of the north.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsman.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
O do prdele. On už ví, že tam nemáme nějakou armádu.
Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty.
To mi je jasné.
The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down. It can't be that difficult.
The Foresters have been tending Ironwood for thousands of years. The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare. Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your...
Ani kokot.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
We'll bar the gates.
Too late for that. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan.
Tak to bude problém, lidi, tady to bude velký problém.
This little Forrester. You're not...
A to je fakt neskutečný debil.
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Leave my sister alone.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well.
You've gone too far, Lord Ramsay. I demand you let her go.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
Ethan! No! What have you done?
But I don't want a brave lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him! Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Help me! Ryan,
Stop it!
Let me go!
Ryan! Do something! Ethan? My son.
No. Tak jste právě poznali Ramsayho. Co je to za... Nebudu sprostej.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader. Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who
A
will
to ještě toho moc neudělal. To, co on dělá v tom seriálu, na to se nedá normálně dívat.
Those who will not stop until
John Sneak. Tam byl John
until
Sneak.
Ryan is home
Ty
again.
vole.
Our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Ty bláho. Jakože luxus. Tak na další díl se strašně moc těším. Ale šíleně. Oni se poučili.